right on the lock screen of your mobile phone.
The implementation is very OEM dependent.
This is a reach that is accessible through a lock screen. Making these experiences not just for the users, we're making them for developers, we're making them for creators. I don't need to go and download like a bunch of apps to experience a game very, very quickly.
Hello and welcome to News 18 Tech. I am Shaurya Sharma and today we have with us Yashashvi from Nostra. He is the VP and General Manager at the company, and from what we have heard, the company and the platform presents a unique games discovery platform to users, which we really haven't seen of much yet. So what is the USP? What is the unique element that Nostra brings to the table, which the other platforms are not doing currently?
Thanks, Shaurya. Nostra is a one-stop gaming destination for all needs of a user. And that's how we are building this. Today, if you want to play games, you can come on to Nostra. If you want to watch games, you can come on to Nostra. If you want to compete into tournaments, you can do that on Nostra. And you can do all of this right on the lock screen of your mobile phone. That is the unique proposition of Nostra. And going forward, we want to bring even more experiences related to gaming for users onto Nostra. Be it things like community, we have a Nostra Connect feature. Be it ways to engage and connect with your favorite streamers. And also, be it ways to connect with your game developer, where a game developer can create a dedicated experience zone to share updates on his game to the users directly on lock screen and through Nostra.
Right, so you mentioned the lock screen, and if we talk about lock screens in general, the implementation is very OEM dependent, if I'm not wrong. Let's say if I'm Motorola, if I want to partner with you, I would obviously reach out to you. So how do you see this going forward and partnering with OEMs? Because from the way I see it, more and more companies are now starting to go more stockish in their UI and diverging away from, you would say, customized lock screens, especially the flagship counterparts. And from what I've seen, mostly the budget segment smartphones are offering the glance functionality. So do you see even flagships offering this?
I actually believe we are seeing a change. If you talk about Motorola is one of the most sensitive phone brands in the world, and they are partnering with us. And today we are working with Motorola to create a very, very new experience for users on the lock screen, whereby we are able to not just provide any content, we are able to provide personalized content relevant to that particular time on that particular user at that particular space. So this is something, it is in works. It's going to come very, very soon, I think about 2 to 3 months time. And I think that is going to be the future of how we engage with users through OEMs. And I'm very excited for how it is going to pan out.
Yeah, I personally seen the implementation in some of the budget Motorola offerings, like the E22s I reviewed a couple of months ago, as well as the Motorola E13. So from what I've seen, the implementation is there. Now that brings me to my separate question. What's in it for creators and developers? Let's say if I'm a budding creator, why would I want to choose on stream on your platform, on let's say rival platform like Router, which is also coming up by the way, or Twitch, which is of course the go-to platform nowadays?
See, when it comes to both creators and game developers, I like to answer both in the same fashion. There are a few aspects about our experience that we believe are working today. First aspect is the reach. We have a very, very large reach, and this is a reach that is accessible through a lock screen. So it's always an always-on surface. And this is a reach that is available across 2 geographies, which is India, Indonesia, and coming soon for Japan, LATAM, and the holy grail of all consumer markets, United States. This is phenomenal. This kind of a reach is unparalleled. But we're not just resting on the laurels of getting this reach. There are a couple of more things that we are working on. One, we believe all of these people, developers or creators, need tools to engage with their users. And that is the reason all of these experiences that we spoke about earlier, we are making these experiences not just for the users, we're making them for developers, we're making them for creators. So they all have, we're actually co-building with many of them. And so we believe these experiences will help find gamers or users for that particular game or that particular content, be it live, be it community, be it updates, or be it even something called as moments. All have been built together to enable discovery for game developers and creators. I think that is the second aspect. I think the third aspect is the whole personalization engine. Today, almost like 70 games are developed every day. I mean, in this kind of a world, how do you ensure you find users who are relevant for your game or relevant for your stream? And that's where a lot of work we are doing to get the right content to right users, and which we believe is super helpful for developers. And developers don't need to just spend money. They come work with us and we will help them find, and not just developers, streamers also don't need to spend anything to promote themselves. We through our reach, through our tools and through the AI layer, we'll be able to do a good job at getting them the right reach.
Okay, so that brings me to my last question, and I believe this is very important for India because India is a very value-centric market, right? For a young gamer, let's say an 18-year-old, his smartphone, his or her smartphone is the sole device which they can extract entertainment out of. And if I choose to game on my smartphone, what value does these like web-based or instant games bring to the table?
Okay, very simple. You get to experience a game very quickly. Not just young gamers, even 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. They are coming and telling us, hey, we never played games on our phone, but when you guys put those things, we started getting intrigued, and we suddenly realized that, this is a very interesting game concept, and I don't need to download the game. I can try it out, and once I try it and I like it, then probably I'll go download the game. And similarly, streaming, I don't need to go and download like a bunch of apps. I get my favorite stream of my favorite, say, BGMI or Free Fire right on my lock screen. And from there, I'm able to really enjoy and connect with other friends. So the simplicity and the accessibility, and not just that, by the way, the wide variety. People just love the fact that they get a whole gamut of gaming. And it's not just one or two type of games like Candy Crush or Subway Surfer. They are able to today play puzzle games, they're able to play cooking games, they're able to play arcade games, strategy games, all sorts of games. So I would say variety, I would say the accessibility. I think these two are really what works for users in a value conscious market like India.